Child, look, this one might be a short one, or I might even drop my link because I do have some Eastern Star sisters that communicate with me on a regular basis. So basically, I am back. Yes, I am back. I apologize, y'all. It's been a very busy day for me on these YouTube streets. But I haven't seen anyone go live that I follow. So I said, well, I want to look at a few things. So I went over to TikTok. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, TikTok is the devil. One girl, we back. TikTok is the devil. I have been on TikTok and I seen this girl. You have a lot of people on TikToks that are from all different genres. So basically, when you going down your timeline, you might hear somebody talk about their child abuse, how they was kidnapped, how they was in this particular organization, how they are a part of the hoodoo voodoo, and that they seen somebody with a 200-year-old house, and how they found this secret thing and they shouldn't have went into that secret part of the house because they resurfacing the demons or the spirits or something. So I guess we're gonna talk about TikTok because I want to talk about the title too, but we're gonna talk about TikTok too. So one of the things I saw on TikTok probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, was this girl. She's into spirituality. She sees spirits. She'll tell you if something is on you or whatever. And she had this woman who had purchased a 200-year-old home, mansion. I guess it was probably an old plantation house. I don't know, child. But anyway, they had discovered behind the steps there was another stairwell. So basically, the other stairwell was leading downstairs, so up under the house. This part of the house was not on the deed. Hi, Jess Andrea. This part was not on the deed. It was not on the floor plans or anything. And they was curious to know exactly what was going on under their house. They done spent all this money. Hey, Miss Patricia. They done spent all this money on this house, and the girl was saying how they don't need to be exploring this part of their house. So I was like, shit, if I done spent all this money on this house and I find out there's a secret part to my house, hell, I might be exploring it too. The thing about it is that I understand that people have different looks upon life, right? I understand that some people can be afraid of demons and spirits and things of that nature, but I'm one of those type of people that look at things from a different point of view or a different perspective, right? So basically what she was saying was this was probably a slave plantation house. What is the house scary? Okay, well, she was saying that this house was probably an old plantation house, and the slave spirits may still be living on in the house, and like the master's spirit still may be living in the house. And then basically, if you go and open up the portal, she said it was a portal to the parts of the house that had been cemented up. Hey, Myrtle, cemented up, and this, it was not disclosed in the floor plan. It wasn't on the deed or anything like that. Then she was opening up a portal of evilness to her home. I'm one of them people that feel like, okay, I'm in a newly constructed community. Before this community was constructed, it was probably a whole bunch of wooded areas and things of that nature. Basically, I feel like it could have been anything in this area before they actually tore down them trees and built upon this land that I live on. So basically, this could, because I live in Georgia, I live in the South. I'm not far from Tara, y'all. I'm not. I'm not far from Tara. I'm not far from Gone with the Wind. So basically, I feel like whatever could have been on this land that I live on now, it could have been plantations, cotton fields that was deconstructed during the Civil War, and then trees, grass, everything could have been growing upon that old land. Cause y'all gotta think about it, it's been over 200 years ago. So basically, when they came and cleared out the land that I live on now, I could be living on top of a plantation or anything of that magnitude. I have never been afraid of spirits or anything like that simply because I feel like it's not that I don't believe in it, but I don't want to take my mind to an area of fear. I just simply don't. So that's one of the things that I seen over on TikTok. I think social media is the devil. I am convinced social media is the devil. So the title says OES, right? OES stands for Order of the Eastern Star. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about Order of the Eastern Star. Order of the Eastern Star is an auxiliary of the Freemasonries. It's the women's section of that group. I was over on TikTok and I just so happened to be in a rabbit hole where it wasn't nothing but Order of the Eastern Star. We had positive and we had negative. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, that's the devil. They the devil." One thing I know about the Order of Eastern Star is that we accept people from all religions except of atheists. You have to believe in a higher power, right? Basically, the ritual is based on a whole lot of biblical um the heroines that we study, they're from the Bible, and so on and so forth, right? Basically, I saw a video where this guy was like, "Oh, they say fatal, they say fatal is death. Fatal is an acronym for fairness amongst thousands, altogether lovely," right? So it's saying that we love each other. When we look to the east, we looking towards the east. We looking towards the east. It's a reason for that. I don't like to get into the topic that much because I feel like some of the things that we do are just for us. And it could be the same with the AKAs and all of them, but I think that they came after us. They did. We was founded in 1850. I don't know when they were founded. Child ain't my business. But I just feel like social media is the devil. I'm finna stay out. I'm gonna stay off social media. I am. The only thing that I've experienced as a person that's in the order is love and charity and reaching out to assist others in their time of need. I told y'all I used to go downtown Atlanta and I used to pass out food to the homeless. One of the things that I would do is I would probably go to the thrift store and purchase handbags and fill those handbags with women items like soap, deodorants, maxi pads, tampons, whichever one you use. I might even put your little perfumes, the Marley, up in that mug with some hand sanitizer. I probably give you a toothbrush, toothpaste, all that, and I fill those purses with this stuff. Even gum, candies, all that. You might not eat my gum and my candy, but I'm gonna give you a little something. And I might go around and I might pass out 6 of those bags a month. 6 a month. And you got your new handbag and you got some things that you may need because you living on the street. You need I feel like if you living on the street, I'm gonna try and give you some essentials. One thing I learned from being a member of the Order of Eastern Star is when people are living on the street, one thing they really really want are socks. So I always include about 5 good pairs of socks in those purses. And then, like I said, I pass out lunches and I have some socks in those bags as well. So basically, the only thing I learned is being a member of the Order of Eastern Star is how to love my fellow mankind. But the things that I was saying on TikTok talking about they the devil, they believe in this, they don't believe in God. The ritual is based on the Bible. Good grief, people. That's all I got to say. I don't see none of my sisters up in the chat. A lot of times, if y'all see me in the chat and I'm talking to people that say that they have it in their name, they say they are part of the organization, I will always greet them with fatal. They know what the hell it means. If you know, you know. But I have never looked at the organization as something satanic or evil. And just for me to look at some of these videos is crazy to me. I even saw where a young lady was not a part of the organization and she was talking about how somebody was so ignorant based on the things that they were saying in they comment. And unfortunately I had to agree with them, with her. I had to agree with her because she was saying that it's based on the Bible and she, even though she is not a part of the organization, she knew something, right? Uh, what else I want to say? If it was some people that was in the chat that I speak to and say hello to, I would drop my link and ask them. They would probably be like, "Girl, why you so worried about that?" It's just that, like I said, over on TikTok, I be staying away from TikTok. Because like I said, I know that everybody have a different perspective. Everybody have their own different views on life and what we should and should not do. It's really funny how people can tell others what they should and should not do. And I haven't met a perfect soul a day of my life. Never. I might admire people. I might say that I think that this person has a great spirit, but I don't think for a million years that they are even perfect or always been a perfect person because I don't think that there is a perfect person out there. Even the greatest heart will get on the phone and gossip. It's just a part of our nature, people. And I don't know. I think that when I saw them videos, shot, I was like, and I got to stand up. I had sent the videos to some of my sisters, and I was like, look at this. They saying we're coke. They saying this. I don't believe this is what people actually think. Trust me, I done seen those videos a million times, especially on YouTube. I have. And it still don't stop me from being a part of the organization and wanting to lend my hand out to people that I feel like are fellow mankind and want to be. Stop. Will you please let me speak? Good Lord, and want to be there for my fellow mankind. Unfortunately, at this moment, that's not what I can actually do. I haven't been active in my organization for quite some time now. And I think that's why I'm so in my heart, in my spirit, and in my fifis because I can't get out there with my sisters and love on my fellow mankind. Hey, Leo. Hey, if I haven't spoke to you, I'm sorry I missed you when you came in. I think I spoke to Miss Myrtle Snow. Hello, Miss Myrtle. And I know y'all probably, what the hell is this motherfucker here talking about? This motherfucker done been she done been live 3 times today. Ain't nobody else been live though. And I swear I ain't really got too much to do. I done made all my phone calls and talked to the people that I needed to talk to. And I decided to go over there to the devil on TikTok and listen to all this bull crap about the organization that I'm a part of. I feel like if I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, then I'm not gonna actually speak on it. I'm not. Just like when it comes to the D9 organization, it's very rare that I speak on them. I like their sisterhood. I've been doing okay, Miss Patricia. But if I speak on them, I just speak on the fact that they do have a good sisterly love. Miss Queen V Tut say she driving y'all, and so she ain't able to speak to you all individually. But I love their sisterhood, and I have seen videos where some of them has crossed over, been initiated, and they have bad things to say too. I think that it's a lot to do with the group of people that you align yourself with, and you may have a bad outcome from it. But the group of people that I've been aligned with, trust me, it's been good and bad in it. Hell, I had half of my damn chapter going with the same damn man. That's dirty. That's real dirty. And that was dirty for me to say. But I had to speak to those sisters individually and tell them, look, that brother going with somebody over there in their chapter and somebody over in that chapter. Y'all, I be seeing y'all when we go to our state meetings, rolling y'all eyes and stuff like that. And what he doing? Y'all better cut that out. And I mean, shit. I'm sure that's in every walk of life. I done seen it at church too. At church, one of the deacons got 4 girlfriends up in the church. Hell, it's just a part of life. But I swear, I think that a lot of times when people have those type of experiences within the organization, it's simply because they align themselves with the wrong group of people, and that's all it is. Because my experience, I've aligned myself with a lot of good times, good memories. I love balls. I love dressing up and going to the balls. I love going to do my charity work. And I love meeting with my sisters when they having fundraisers and things of that nature so that we can put back into the community. I swear, when I was a worthy matron, I put back in the community so much because I wanted to do back to school drives so that the kids could have back to school supplies. A lot of people can't afford that for their kids. And I just wanted to make sure that if anybody needed help, they could come to my drive with me and my sisters and pick up a backpack full of lined notebook paper, fat pencils for the kindergartners, tablets, and all that. Christmas, we gonna do a Christmas drive for a family who didn't have any money to get their kids any type of toys or stuff like that for Christmas. Those was the type of things that I enjoyed when I was an active member of the organization. I'm still paying dues, y'all. I do. I still pay my dues. But I will be back in action. I will be back in action. I will be back out there doing the things that I love with my sisters. I will be. But at this time, it's not a good time. I can't actually get out there on the front line and do the work. But I try and do my hardest to be a part of those type of initiatives for the community. It's all in giving back to the community. So all those videos about they the devil. Oh Lord, how can you be in an organization where your key phrase is Fatal. Fatal stands for fairness amongst thousands, altogether lovely. And I think what also put me in the spirit on speaking on this topic is because I was listening to someone was on a Zoom call. They was about to be initiated as a member of the Order of Eastern Star, and there was a gentleman speaking to them, and he was telling them how men do not are not a part of that organization, and she wanted me to give her some advice, and I was like, some of the things he's saying, I can agree with. But when he say men are not a part of the organization or Order of Eastern Star, that's a lie. You got in order for me to even host a meeting for my sisters, I got to have a Master Mason sitting next to me in my meeting. I have to have a Master Mason. There's gonna be at least two men in my meetings. So I don't know what they were talking about in her Zoom. I ain't I that one how I came in the organization. I actually went to the lodge and I spoke to the people, and it was just so beautiful how I actually became a part of the organization. I know a lot of times I tell y'all that my granddaddy he thrust me in. It's just been popping up in my face. I was looking at Forrest Ross the other day and she was talking about Jack and Jill. As a child, my mom wanted me to be in Jack and Jill so bad. And my granddad was like, nah, she ain't gonna make it in Jack and Jill. She could be in this group. And the group just so happened to be um called Journey of Faith, and it was a children's part of the Order of Eastern Star. And we had our little sashes, our little uniforms, and we would have our little, things that we had to do to give back to the community too. So that was my part of Jack and Jill. I actually did a cotillion or a debutante as that. And then when I became an adult, I decided that I did not want to be an adult daughter Order of Eastern Star. But hell, when I became a member of the Order of Eastern Star was simply because someone asked me to speak to them about how breast cancer had affected my life. And I went to this meeting. It was they was hosting a fundraiser. They was raising money for breast cancer awareness month. I remember it was October. I went in and I spoke to them about losing my mother as to breast cancer, and I actually spoke to them on BRCA gene, and how I felt like everybody should be tested if breast cancer was prevalent in their family structure and things of that nature. And when I got there, I didn't know I was going to a Eastern Star event. And when I spoke to the people were like, oh my God, you did such a great job. You're a great public speaker. And we wanted to know if you wanted to be initiated in our group. And I had spoke to some of the women away from that banquet, and I told them about me being a part of the journey of faith and so on and so forth. So I had already had my dabble into the organization, and I decided to go ahead and be initiated. And even then I was an asshole because I ain't even gonna tell y'all about that because I can't tell y'all about initiation. But I was an asshole. I was an asshole during the initiation. And believe it or not, y'all, I'm a part of every step of the organization except for the golden circle. And I need to go research that to see, because you have to be a certain age to be a part of that portion or auxiliary of the Order of Eastern Star. So I don't think I reached that age yet. But y'all, I have every degree that you could possibly get. because I was a dedicated member. I am a dedicated member. And just so happened I was looking at AKA strolls, and all of a sudden I just started going down the rabbit hole, and it started being in OES and things like that, and I was like, wow, I've seen it before. I'm gonna drop the link in case somebody wanna come up. They say I can have 10 people. I doubt it, but I'll do it anyway. If you have any questions that I can't answer, I'll do that if you hit the link. But I just say a lot of times when you go out and if it's information on the web that you can actually go and you can see for yourself, um some of the things, it's actually chapters that have websites, and it tells you the principles of the organization. It do. When I went to college, my whole goal was to go and do pink and green. That was my goal. But when I actually met some of those women, they were not my judge. A lot of them was mean girls, and I was like, no. And guess what? I still wear pink and green. And it's been so many things that's popped up in my face in order for me to actually do this video, because I seen they came out with these pink and green donks. And basically, when I was looking at the comment section, they was like, "Woo, child, you better not buy them." And they are so cute. That pink and green is cute now. But they were like, "Woo, child, you better not buy them, baby. You might goddamn have a a beach coming for your ass. I fuck a beach up." Yeah, I don't own the color. Just like I don't goddamn blue, yellow, white, green, and red. I don't own them colors. And shit, I see y'all wearing all of them all the time. So I guess ain't nobody gonna hit the link. So I'm done. I see that I don't drop down from 6 watching to 4. If you come and watch the replay, please leave your comments below. I know I might get some backlash based on people who ain't doing research, swearing it's a cult, swearing it's of the devil, and da 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 da. But the things that I described for the betterment of mankind, there's no way that devilment can be involved in that. I've explained to you that we do banquets, we have balls, we do fundraising so that we can go out and purchase things, so we can have back to school drives, Christmas drives. We pick 3 families. I know that when the kids get out of school, we do a scholarship so that we can at least have a child to be able to go to college and have money so that they can buy some of the things that they want in their dorm. We may not have no 16, $17,000 scholarship, because the lodge that I was a part of, we had 5 chapters, and we raised enough because we knew outside of scholarships that you need to have things when you go to school, you go away to college. You might want a microwave. If I'm gonna give you a $2,000 check, baby, you should be able to go get you a microwave, a nice comforter, set your dorm room up the way you want it to be. And I've participated in that several years, several years. So it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get in my damn craft room and do me some damn crafting and let this YouTube shit go. Let TikTok go for the day. I think I'm gonna probably go back and look at Killing It. I'm waiting on trailer to come on tonight so that I can have fun with that. Y'all, trailer remind me of Game of Thrones. That's all I'm gonna say. Game of Thrones. But I'm looking forward to that. I want y'all to. I don't told y'all to have a great day, but yeah, y'all keep on having the day y'all having. I'm sure that everybody is happy. Oh, excuse me, that was so rude. I'm sure everybody has been having a fabulous day so far, and I want you to continue on with that. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Bye.